Blood clots are scary for a reason. Nearly 1 million Americans experience them each year, and they can be deadly. These harmful clumps can form in your veins and arteries, blocking blood flow and leading to heart attacks, strokes, and even lung problems. While blood clots are essential for healing wounds, they become dangerous when they form abnormally and block healthy blood flow. This can happen due to various factors. For example, sitting for long periods, recent surgery, or injuries can slow blood flow and increase the risk of clotting. Some conditions like heart disease, cancer, and inherited blood clotting disorders can also raise the risk. On top of that, as we age, our risk of blood clots naturally increases. As we age, our blood vessels become less elastic and more stiff. This can lead to the narrowing of the vessels and increased surface area for clots to form. Another very common factor is chronic inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is more common with age. This can damage the inner lining of blood vessels and activate clotting factors in the blood, increasing the risk of clots. But that doesn't mean you're bound to get affected by blood clots when you're older. Although opting for a healthy diet and lifestyle is crucial, avoiding the foods that trigger or contribute to the formation of blood clots is equally important. Let's learn more about them in this episode. Number 1. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners have been popular for many years, especially for people trying to manage weight or diabetes. However, recent research has raised concerns about a potential link between certain sweeteners and heart problems. One study, published in 2023, investigated erythritol, a common artificial sweetener. The researchers followed thousands of people and found that those with higher levels of erythritol in their blood were more likely to experience heart attacks, strokes, or other serious heart problems. Remember that too much sugar can be bad for your heart and arteries, so simply switching to artificial sweeteners might not be the answer. Number 2. Refined carbs. Refined carbohydrates, often found in white bread, pastries, and sugary drinks, can be detrimental to heart health and even increase the risk of blood clots. When you eat them, your body breaks them down into simple sugars, causing blood sugar levels to spike. This triggers the release of insulin, a hormone that helps cells absorb this sugar for energy. However, if you consistently consume large amounts of refined carbohydrates, your cells can become resistant to insulin's effects. This means they struggle to take in the sugar, leading to even higher blood sugar levels and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, a major risk factor for heart disease. The impact of refined carbohydrates goes beyond just sugar. They can also raise triglyceride levels in your blood. When combined with other factors like low HDL, or good cholesterol, and high LDL, or bad cholesterol, these fatty particles contribute to the buildup of plaque in arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. This plaque narrows the arteries, restricting blood flow to the heart and raising the risk of heart attack and stroke. A large study published in the journal Heart, involving over 53,000 participants, found that individuals with the highest intake of refined carbohydrates were 2 to 3 times more likely to develop coronary heart disease compared to those with the lowest intake. Number 3. Canned soups and ready-made meals. Canned soups and frozen dinners often contain high amounts of sodium salts. The American Heart Association recommends most people shouldn't have more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium each day, and even less than 1,500 milligrams if they already have high blood pressure. A 2017 study found that people who consumed more sodium salts, over 4,000 milligrams per day, were up to 27% more likely to get heart failure compared to those who consumed less than 2,000 milligrams per day. Another potential concern with some canned soups, especially creamy ones, is the saturated fat content. Limit saturated fat to less than 10% of your daily calories, because eating too much of them can raise your bad cholesterol and increase your risk of heart disease. While canned soups and frozen meals might not directly impact blood clotting, poor overall cardiovascular health can negatively affect the delicate balance of the blood clotting system. This, in turn, can increase your risk of developing blood clots and even internal bleeding. Number 4. Processed meats. A large-scale study published in 2022 followed individuals across various countries for a decade. It found that individuals who consumed just over 5 ounces of processed meat per week faced a 46% higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease and a 50% increased risk of death from chronic diseases compared to those who didn't consume processed meat. Processed meats often contain high levels of sodium salt, which can significantly raise your blood pressure. Plus, they often come packed with saturated fat, which can elevate your bad or LDL cholesterol levels, leading to plaque buildup in your arteries and increasing the risk of blood clots. Additionally, nitrates and nitrites are commonly used as preservatives in processed meats. These compounds can convert into harmful compounds within your body and can damage the delicate walls inside your arteries. Number 5. Fast food. One major concern about fast foods is the presence of unhealthy fats, which can promote the buildup of plaque in arteries, a significant risk factor for heart disease and blood clots. A 2013 study found that a diet high in saturated and trans fat was associated with a significantly higher risk of venous thromboembolism. Another significant concern is the high sodium content in most fast food items. This excessive sodium intake can contribute to high blood pressure. Plus, refined carbohydrates which are found in white bread, buns, fries, and sugary drinks cause blood sugar spikes. Consistently, high blood sugar can damage your blood vessels and increase inflammation throughout your body, both of which contribute to a higher risk of heart disease. Number 6. Glycation. When sugar molecules attach to proteins and fats in your body, it creates advanced glycation end products, or AGEs for short. While your body makes some AGEs naturally, too much sugar can speed up this process. These AGEs might stiffen your blood vessels, making it harder for them to relax. This can lead to high blood pressure and problems with blood flow. Studies have even shown a close link between dietary AGEs and blood vessel issues in people with type 2 diabetes. On top of that, AGEs might trigger inflammation in your body. This inflammation can contribute to the buildup of plaque in your arteries, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. Another way AGEs might affect your heart is by interacting with platelets, the tiny cells in your blood that help with clotting. Some research suggests that AGEs might make platelets clump together more easily, which could increase your risk of blood clots. So, where do these harmful AGEs come from? They're most commonly found in foods cooked with high heat, like fried or grilled meats. Processed meats, fried foods, and commercially baked goods are also likely to be high in AGEs. Additionally, animal-based foods like red meat, certain cheeses, and eggs tend to have more AGEs than other foods, especially when cooked at high temperatures. So if you want to lower your risks of getting blood clots in your arteries and all the associated dangers with them, avoid highly processed and extra sugary foods and drinks, and opt for more natural, whole foods in a balanced diet. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support our mission to help improve your health. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.